So, welcome to Mathematics 8. So, this is a presentation by me, Santilem Papa, and we're going to be talking about operations involving algebraic expressions. So, let's get started. So, we're going to be talking about operations involving algebraic expressions. So, I'll give you an example and I'll explain step by step. So, this is the first example. 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3 is equal to 2 over 3. So what I'm basically gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys the steps or how to solve number 1 problem. So first you're just gonna have to add both numerators, which is the top, and then keep the denominator. So what you're gonna do is just add both ones and you're gonna have to keep the denominator. So sorry for spelling it wrong. So the answer will be 2 over 3. Because 1 plus 1 is equal to 3. Oh, I mean 2. Sorry. And then keep the denominator will be 3, so it's 2 over 3. Let me show you another example. 2 over 7 plus 3 over 5. So the answer is 10 over 35. Wait, not yet done. Plus 21 over 35. And the answer will be 31 out of 35. So let me explain first on how to solve number 2 problem. So first, we will be using cross multiply. If you guys know what that is, that's good for you. I'm just kidding. So how are we going to cross multiply? First, we have to multiply 2 times 5. Then we're going to multiply 3 times 7. So the answer will be 2 times 5 will be 10, and then 3 times 7 will be 35. So after multiplying, multiply 7 by 3 and keep the denominator. So you will keep 35. So you know 7 times 3 is 21, and then keep 35 as denominator. So remember the 10 and 35 and 21 and 35. So after, add both numerators and keep the denominator. So what you're going to do is 10 over 35 plus 21 over 35. So what you're going to do is add both. So 10 plus 21 will be 31 and keep the denominator. So the answer will be 31 over 35. Let's move to the next one. So now we're going to be talking about addition and subtraction involving rational algebraic expressions. So similar rational expressions. So how you will be solving similar rational expressions, you must add, or you're going to add and subtract the numerators and copy the common denominators. So I'll show you an example. So u minus v over 8v plus 6u minus 3v over 8v. So what you're going to do is put equals and put them together. So the answer will be 7u minus 4v is equal to or over 8v. So how did you get 7u? So do you remember 6u? Look at u and 6u. As you see, both are the same because u minus v and then 6u minus 3v. So both are the same because both operations are both minus. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna add 6u plus u, because as you see, u is just a letter, right? But then it's called a variable. So as you see u, well, that basically doesn't mean there's nothing, so it's gonna be 0. Well, no, that's wrong. Remember, u or any letter like a, b, c, d, I don't know, but remember they're always equal to 1. So 6u plus u, or let's say 1u or 1 is equal to 7u. The same thing with 4v. So what you're gonna do is 3v plus v. So remember, v or any variables like letters is always equal to 1. So the answer will be 4v. Then copy the denominator. So it's gonna be 7u minus 4v. Where did you get the minus? Well, copy the operation. Well, don't copy the middle operation because that's, well, basically you're gonna add or subtract. It's based on a given that you have. Go move to the next one. Now, what if we say there's this similar or rational expression? So what you're going to do is, how to solve this is get the LCD and proceed to the addition and subtraction of rational expression. So once you get LCD, you're going to move to the problem that we just did earlier, last time. So I'll give you an example. So 3 over x plus 7 plus 4 over x minus 8. So as you see, x plus 7, and then look at your denominator. X plus 7 and then x minus 8. So as you see, both are not the same because one is plus and one is minus. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna find the LCD. So the LCD of you're gonna find LCD. So x plus 7 and then x minus 8. So x plus 7 and then x minus 8, that's the LCD for both of those, and then put x minus 8 at top near 3. Put parenthesis, and after that plus 4. The same with the 4, but put or change the 8 to 7 like that. After that, what you're gonna do is we're gonna keep that. So what you're gonna do, so as you see, the numerator is 3x minus 24 plus 4x plus 28. So where did you get 24? Well, you get 24 from 8 times 7. So, oh no, I mean 8 times 3, my bad. So 8 times 3 is 24. So copy minus, then plus 4x. So remember, just put the x near both of them. What you can do is, why did you get 28? Well, 7 times 4 is equal to 28. Now after that, copy the denominator as always, so it will be the same. So now your answer will be this. So 7x plus 4, then copy the denominator. So why did you get 7x and then the 4? Well, that's easy. What you're gonna do is divide. Divide 24 to this. Because if you divide 24 to 3, that will be 7, and then 20. So divide, just divide, copy the sign, copy the biggest, biggest number. So biggest is 28, so 4x and 28, so that will be, you'll copy that sign. So let you know. So copy the denominator. So what you do is you divide, and that's where you get the answer. So let's move on. So let's say it's dissimilar, right? But let's say it's subtraction, because last time we did positive or plus. So now let's say we're gonna do subtraction. So what you're gonna do, if it's subtraction, change the sign of the subtrahend and proceed to addition. So let me show you an example. So m minus 3n and then over 6m cube n. You can do is, so this is the given. As you see, it's not the same. So now what you can do is you're gonna put those together. So as you see, what happened here is you're gonna change the sign to positive. Now keep this. Now you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to change this. So change the sign, it will be negative, and then change the m sign, it will be negative. So change the subtrahend. Now once you're done that, just copy the denominator, and we'll now proceed to the addition and subtraction. Yeah. So what you do is you're gonna put them together again. So the answer. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have to add this. So as you see, where did you get negative 6? Well, you got that from here. So you see negative, so negative 3, you're gonna add both of those. So you can add both of these, it will be, since it's negative, it will be negatives always. So negative 6, and always remember to copy the variable and copy the denominator. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna cancel the same thing. So cancel n, then cancel 6. So you see, don't cancel the negative. Keep the negative here. And keep the ones remaining, but just cancel the same things. Once you got that, the answer will be negative 1. And well, where did you get negative 1? Well, you see, even though it's negative, remember, there's always 1. So put 1, negative 1, and then write the remaining denominator, so it will be m cubed. So that's how you got the answer. Now let's move on to multiplication and division of rational expressions. So here's a given. M minus 3n over m plus 8 and m minus 2. So this is multiplication. So what we're going to do is, this is the given. So m plus 8 and then over m minus 3m. So let me show you how to do this. So put equals here. I forgot to put equals. So copy the same thing, but then remember to change both of these. Change. Change this and then copy this. Alright? Okay. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna cancel. So cancel the same thing. So m minus 8 and m minus 8, then m minus 2 and m minus 2. So as you see, all of these already cancel, but you're gonna look for the remaining ones. So the remaining ones are m minus 3n and then over m plus 8. So that is the answer for this given. Now let's move to division. Alright, so what you can do is, so this is the given, 1 over n plus 4 is divided by n plus 5 over 5n plus 20. So, copy the same thing, but then what you're going to do is change the sign and then just flip this over. So, basically, when you flip them, so basically just put n plus 5 into the denominator and then put this on the numerator. So, once you got that, basically, what you're going to do is, so where did you get the n plus 4? Also, just copy the denominator, right? So let me just show this. Oh, sorry. So what you're going to do is, copy the same thing. So where did you get the n plus 4, huh? Well, this is how. So as you see, you divide 20 by 5. So 20 divided by 5 is 4. So put n plus 4, put parentheses. So you divide 20 divide by 5. So how many 20 in the 5? Or, just divide, then it will be 4. And then we write this down. And then what you're going to do is, remember this, well, you're going to cancel the same thing. But then the answer will be 5 over n plus 5. Well, what happened to the 1? You should think like 50 or something, right? But no. No, no, no. You pick the biggest number. So all I know. And copy the denominator. Now the reason why I keep saying all I know is because I forgot. And this is just a project. So so yeah, this is the answer for division and this given. So what you're gonna be just flip this over, divide n plus 4. Make sure you don't forget the variable. Well, don't worry, like for example, the variable there, if it's, as you see, it disappeared, so don't worry, you don't have to write the variable, it's no problem. Remember just to copy the denominator, cancel the same parts, but then just remaining parts, that's the answer. Like what we like the multiplication problem, like this. So as you see, we cancel this and the remaining parts are only this. So that's the end of my presentation. Wasn't that bad, I guess. I did forget some parts, and that was the end of the presentation by me. So I just want to thank you, and it's my project formatted, and thank you for listening, and this is the end. Thank you. And sorry if some parts were confusing. I didn't really, yeah, I forgot the thing, but yeah. So thank you for listening anyway. So if you're confused, please don't be confused. You can just ask in the comments. Yes, thank you for listening. You can try and ask if you want to, but I won't probably. Well, I'll try and reply and sort of say thank you again because I'll be posting this on YouTube. So you can ask in the comments down below, and I'll try and answer them if I can. So thank you for listening, and this is the end of the presentation by me. So thank you again.